Hello folks, and welcome back to another Wise Game video. Today we're playing this Japanese RPG game called Tales of Zestiria. And this game is a fantastic game. I'm really enjoying it. It's holding my interest quite considerably, considering that the last couple of games I played, I kind of got bored with them, maybe about halfway through the gameplay. But this game gives me all the cool things in games that I look for in a video game. Again, it's got amazing 3D graphics. It's got a lot of voice acting in this game, which is fantastic. The storyline is really easy to follow. There's a lot of it just has all the cool bells and whistles that I like to see in most of these kind of video games. Now, this game was released in 2015, but it was only subtitled, or I should say the voice acting was only done in Japanese. But lately now you got the option of either English or Japanese, which is really cool. Now, I'll go over some of the key details of the game that I found so far. I only got maybe about 14 hours into this game. So, let's see here. One of the first things that this game does is these things right here. I think that they're pronounced monoliths or monoliths or whatever. It's these big looking stone things. And basically, you'll find these throughout the course of the game, whether in towns, dungeons, or out in the open world. And they just pretty much keep you on track and give you battle tips and give you in-game information as far as the game goes, which is really cool. But then in the actual menu of the game, this game does not leave you hanging when it comes to too much information. Like not giving you enough information. This game gives you tons of information as you progress in this game. And one of the main things up here is called the library. Now, if you click on that, we're just going to go into here, and it has a breakdown of each chapter and what they mean, like the world map, what it does, how save point travel works, and all that good stuff. Also, how the battle system works. Now, this game, I would say the only thing in this game to me that's wicked overwhelming is the battle system. There's a lot involved in the battle system in this game. Now, I did try to find a lot of information on YouTube with other videos and trying to Google the battle system to get more of a clear picture of exactly what everything does as far as the battle system goes, but there's really not too much out there. And I could see why, because the battle system is pretty intense. It has all your shops, it has your inns. I don't know if this is the inn right here. Let's see here, yes it is. Has your inns, and it has, of course, approachable characters in the game, like most games that you could speak to. The only people you could speak to in this game are the ones with the bubbles over their head. You cannot speak to everybody in the game, so the ones without the bubbles you cannot speak to, and they pretty much let you know what's going on. Now, if you ever do kind of get stuck in the game, you took a couple of days off, you're not really sure what to do next, if you have a partner along with you, like in this case I have this girl right here, if we speak to her and go to these options right here, she'll give us more details of where we have to go next, but not always. This is what the save points look like in the game, and the save points in this game are not scarce. They are everywhere. I think just this town alone has like 3 of them, and the average dungeon has one like per level. So you don't have to worry about playing for hours and hours without able to save it, but you also have the option too of doing a quick save, and you could only do this once per time. So in other words, if I went to use this now, it would save my game, it would memorize it, but then as soon as I made another quick save, that past one would get deleted. So It only holds on to your current saves. Not all buildings in the game you can enter, but a good percentage of them you can. Now, something else in this game that's pretty cool that it has is what they call, it's right here. Let's see here. Save point travel. So if we go to a save spot in the game, let's see here, we'll go right down here. I know there was one right inside that inn, but if we go to this, once you discover more towns and more save spots in the game, it gives you this option of where you could travel instantly, warp instantly to those other save spots. So if we open up this map right here, and this game does have a lot of different maps in it, which is nice too. It's great navigation. I could just travel alone to these different various save spots just within this town. So let's go to this one right here. And it does cost a little bit of gold, which is the gold or the money in the game. And now you can see that we arrived here. So these are some of the cool features that the game has. I will be releasing more videos as I get deeper into the game and learn more about it myself. But next we'll go out in the actual world and we'll see if we could get into a fight or two. So let's walk back to, let's see, let's open up the map. And let's see where the entrance or the exit. There's a few of them right there. We're gonna walk back to the inn, because that's kind of near the entrance. So let's see here. Now the game does. You can use either a controller, a game controller for the game, because I am playing this on the computer system. It is available for the PC now. And it's also available, I think it's PlayStation 4 and PlayStation 3, but don't quote me on that. But I know it's definitely for one of those systems, plus the computer system. I got mine at Steam. It was like $49 or something like that. So, but the game is definitely worth the money if you enjoy these Japanese RPG games. This game just has so much involved in it. It's so cool. Here's a cutscene right here. Tons of cutscenes, but I'm going to do that a little bit later. And let's take a walk outside. And we'll see if we could get into a fight or two. Now, I'm not going to go really over the battle system in this video. I would have to make a 3-hour-long video, and I don't think you guys want to sit through that. But I will probably be making some other videos later on covering a little bit about the battle system once I actually realize what the heck I'm doing, because there's so much to do in this game. It's just so overwhelming when it comes to the battle system. I think it's because they give you so much information as the game's going on. A lot of it may be just the same type of topics, just repeated, just to make sure that it actually gets memorized as you're playing the game. So here's a beast right up here. And what do I have now you do have the option of, if the battles do get a little overwhelming, especially at the start of the game when you're brand new at the game, you can go into the only person that you really control is the head person, which is Saray. He's the head person, or whoever you put in the front of the group, but you can kind of make it where you can make any character a controllable character. You just can't do it, I believe, to all of them. But you got the option right up here of manual. This is your controller mode of either being manual, auto, or semi-auto. And basically, semi-auto is just going to make it where they run around the battle automatically. You don't have to actually move them manually. They'll move automatically, but you still have to input the actual correct hits. Manual, of course, you got to do everything. And auto, of course, the game sets it up. You don't even have to touch the controller or the keyboard or the mouse, whatever you're using. Again, I did mention you can use either the mouse, the keyboard, or the controller to play this game. Now, I'm going to show you something really cool, too, is that you're going to notice that whatever option you use, whether the controller, the mouse, or the keyboard, the game automatically sets up the icons to what you're using at that time. So in other words, if you notice now that I'm in like keyboard mode because I'm using the mouse, it has keyboard features. It has keyboard icons or whatnot. Now if I go back to the controller, those are going to change. See? And it's going to set it up for my controller now instantly, which is really cool. Really, really, really nice feature. So, and these are the different abilities, arts, and spells that they have in here. So right now, I'm just gonna, I'll show you what it does on manual for the first one. Let's see. So go to arts. It's already on auto, and let's give it a whirl. Now, one of the buttons on my controller, it's the X button, which is like an Xbox controller. It makes him swing a sword. It's best if you initiate a fight first going into that battle by you hitting the enemy before they hit you. It kind of gives you benefits by doing that. So I try to sneak up behind my enemy. Sometimes it's not possible, but and hit him first, and then we'll kick in the fight. Now this is all auto battle right now. And like I said, if you ever get to the point in the game where you feel overwhelmed by the battle system because there's so many different things to do, just put it on auto for now. Just take in the game, take in the eye candy, and then once you feel more relaxed with it, then you could start going into playing it with manual mode. I go back and forth just so I learn a little bit of both of the game. And that's what the battle looks like. There's, of course, herbs and stuff you could pick up in your travels. Treasure boxes in the game. I have not found too many treasures or items like hidden like in furniture or bookcases or anything like that. But they are usually, I think there's a treasure box right up here if I could say it. They're in treasure boxes, or they're just like flowers and stuff like that that you could just pick randomly. It also has a snack system in the game. It has so much in this game that it's almost totally impossible to cover all the features in one video. But they have snacks here somewhere. Here we go. Items. And then in here, there's a whole another menu. And here's the snacks. The snacks are really handy because even though you have to make them or buy them or whatnot, what's cool about the snacks is that they give you added effect increases, plus they heal the whole party. You just can't use them during an actual fight. You have to wait until the fight's over, and if they need to get healed, that's fine too. But a lot of times you don't even have to use items in this game after a fight, because as they walk around and stuff with the different abilities and equipment that you give them, it automatically starts replenishing their health back and their mana. So that's pretty cool. Okay. Now what I'm going to do next is we're going to change this now, and we're going to go into manual. Okay, now let's see if there's any fights around here. And the fights are all visible. They are not invisible. A lot of times if you're in a dungeon or a cave, they might be up on the ceiling. So it's always smart to look up in the ceiling before you proceed forward, just to let you know if there's going to be a beast in your way, because then they're just going to fall from the ceiling when you get close enough, and then they're going to start attacking you. There should be one right here. Sometimes you got to watch out here that some of these beasts are actually like mini bosses, and they could really kick your ass if you're not up to a certain level yet or whatnot. So I don't know if this guy is, because he looks big, he looks kind of colorful, but we're going to find out. So we'll go up to this guy. Okay, now I'm on manual. Now I got to move my guy manually and use these different wow. Yeah, see, yeah. See, I'm not meant to fight this guy. Look at him, he just instantly killed me. And usually, even though the game is overwhelming when it comes to learning all the different battle techniques in the game, most of the fights overall, you just kick their butt in like 5 seconds. So, when they kill you this fast, that's somebody you want to avoid for now until you get a higher level. Then you could always come back and fight them later. So now we're just going to have to take it from the load screen. And that's about it, folks. I just wanted to go over this cool game to let you know now it is in English, and it's also available for the computer system also. And again, this was Tales of Zestiria. And again, thank you for watching Wise Gamer, and we'll be coming out with more videos covering this awesome game. Take care. Bye-bye.